My name is Sophia Cotton. I'm 22. I have a 1-year-old son. I'm a single mom. I make $7.50 an hour at McDonald's. Nothing. I make $230 to $240 every 2 weeks. I've been working there for almost a year. I haven't had a raise since I started working there. They have a slow week, you go home every day. I came into work one morning, I had to be there at 7. And once the general manager came in, she came in like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and she was like, oh, okay, well, Sophia, you can clock out. And I'm like, well, I just got here. She's like, oh, well, we don't need you, labor's high. You can go ahead and clock out. It's not really matter to them if we making our hours and getting paid. I got $261 in food stamps last month. Then they deducted it to $216. To go through the whole month for $216 is feeding my son, me, every day, like feeding breakfast, lunch, dinner. So I'll buy like frozen foods that I can keep in the refrigerator, on the freezer. I don't buy fresh fruits and stuff like that because it's not guaranteed that it'll be eaten all. Make it stretch. Come on. With child care, I get CCIS, which is like covers your child care or any daycare that you would like your child to go to. I do pay a copayment for $10 a week. His dad's actually incarcerated, so it's like just me. Come on. Safi. I want my son to not have to struggle the way I struggle. He's going to have a good paying job. He's not going to have to pick through anything. He's like, I'm going to do anything he want to do, he'll be able to do. Give me a cup. I'm going to make it easier for him so he won't have to see a struggle at all, because I'll rather struggle for him than him struggle for me. Like, I just want him to know. I'll make it easier for him. Yeah. My number one always is to make sure that my rent is paid, so I make sure that we have somewhere to live. Me and my sister split it. We paid $220 a piece. $1,030 pays $125 of it for us. One of my checks was $238, and it was like the week that rent was due. So it was like I paid the rent. I had no other choice. But then I found myself borrowing and borrowing. So when my next check come, that's my check that I use like to get diapers, my son some clothes. Like that's the check that I use to get those things. So it's like I find myself breaking into that because I have to pay everybody back. I only go to the doctor like if I need to go or I have no other choice to go, I'll go. I needed a root canal for one of my back teeth, and it was like, well, you know, if you get a root canal, I think they told me it was like around $300 something, but they needed like a down payment. Like I couldn't either I had to pay the whole thing or put down like half down payment. So I'm just like, okay, well, how much would it be like to pull a tooth or whatever? And they like, oh, well, it's free to pull a tooth, but we rather not pull a tooth because it's savable. And then I'm like, well, I'd rather you pull it because it's like I can't pay for it, but it's bothering me and I don't want the pain, so I'd rather you just pull a tooth. It's not really what you want to do, but it's what you have to settle for because you can't afford to get the right dental care. If I wasn't getting like rent, assistance, food stamps, or child care help, I think I would still be like living in a shelter or something because I wouldn't be able to pay rent and take care of my son and, you know, make sure he clothed and fed off of the checks that I received from McDonald's.
Bye-bye.
Come on, eat. It bothers me that I have to rely on government help, and I know that they making billions and billions of dollars. Like, it's like, why should I have to rely on them when I'm working for you? I should be able to rely on you to pay me for doing the things that you want me to do for you. And I believe that sooner or later it'll change, and I won't be struggling, and I won't have to, you know, pick from eating and buying my son something. Like, I'll be able to do both.